Hi, this is Sammy Smiles, and I'm your host, Sammy Vance. This podcast is sure to leave you inspired and with a smile. Now let's get right into it. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to this week's episode of Sammy Smiles. I'm your host, Sammy Vance, and today I'm really excited to be interviewing Samirah Horton, who is widely mostly known as DJ Annie Red. She has been involved in music ever since the age of 6 and is passionate about speaking up against bullying and letting kids know that they can use their passion to inspire the world and make a change. She was recently one of the finalists for Top Time Kid of the Year, and I'm so happy to be talking to her today. So thank you so much for being on my podcast.
Thank you. I'm excited to be here.
Yeah, thank you. Same. So I started this podcast because I wanted a chance to speak and to interview people who inspire me and hopefully to inspire other people as well. And I know you're really big into motivational speaking and everything, and I think that's really cool. You're also into DJing and DJ Annie Red. So I think that's really cool. Can you tell us a little bit maybe about that, your DJ name, and why you kind of chose that path?
Yeah, so I've always had a passion for music, like you said. Like I started DJing when I was 6. So I've always had this passion for music. I play piano, I play the drums, I play the guitar. So I've always had this sort of passion for music. My dad was a DJ, so he kind of led me in the path. It kind of helped me once he saw that I had sort of an interest for it. And then from there, that's how I became a DJ. In terms of my DJ name, that came from sort of like a nickname my parents had for me. When I was little, I had an afro, and also my middle name is Anne. So the afro kind of reminded them of the character Annie, and also my middle name is Anne. And then when I was little, I used to turn like really, really red. So it was kind of like Annie Red, Annie Red. They would always call me Annie Red. And then from when I was coming up with DJ names, it was kind of just like stuck like DJ Annie Red.
I love it, and it's definitely a catchy name, DJ Annie Red. It really like kind of it flows off your tongue. I love it. Yeah. So I wanted to start my Buddy Bench project to help kids who are maybe feeling lonely and didn't have a friend, and it could also help combat bullying as well. Kids can be like they can just make you feel so bad about yourself sometimes, and they can be super mean. So I like to try to spread the message of kindness, and kindness being amazing, and kindness should always go first. So I see that you love doing that too, and you speak up against bullying. So you speak a lot at schools and everything. So what are some key points that you always cover at these speaking events, and um, why do you love doing them?
That's a good question. I really like that question. And actually, when I was like about like in 3rd grade, my school like showed us a video about buddy benches, and I was really, really interested in it. We have 2 buddy benches at my school now, which is really, really cool. And I really like the whole concept of buddy benches. It's a really, really good idea. So when I usually go to these schools and I speak, the key points I want to like really like nail in and sort of like kind of like what I say to kids is like if you don't really like pick up anything else I say, here's the things I want you guys to leave with. So first of all, to understand like what bullies are going through themselves, because and also why bullies bully. Well, usually bullies bully because of their own insecurities. They may be going through their own issues, their own problems, and they're just taking out that negative energy on you. And a lot of bullies, they watch like negative videos, listen to negative music, negative content, and bullying is learned behavior. So they could have learned it from someone else bullying themselves. Hurt people hurt people. So bullies may have been bullied by someone else, so they're just passing on this energy, or they may just learn this from somewhere else. But for whatever they learned it from, it's learned behavior. So to sort of drill in like that in the kids' of heads that bullies are going through their own problems, and they're picking on you because they may be feeling down, because they may be having their own issues. It's kind of good for kids to understand that, wow, they're not bullying me because they just want to be annoying. They're bullying you because they may need to get that energy out on you. I just want kids to be advocates in their own school and communities, just advocating for bullying. And when I go talk to students, we take a anti-bullying pledge. So they promise to be anti-bullying activists in their schools as well. So to sort of understand why bullies bully. And then when I talk at schools, we talk about the aspects like type of bullying, and we role play, just do different scenarios. I try my best to keep it like really interactive so kids have fun and it's interesting. So really that bullies are going through their own problems so that they can be, and then that the kids can be advocates in their own communities is the main two topics I like to talk about.
I love that. And I think the message that you're spreading is really cool, and kids definitely do realize it. And I think you have impacted so many people, and it's really amazing what you do. So
Thank you.
yeah, thank you for all that work. And the first time that I think one of the first times that I've heard of your mission is through Nickelodeon Time Kid of the Year.
Yeah,
So that's kind of how we became connected in a way. And
yeah.
I was lucky enough to be a top 20 finalist, and you made it to the top 5. So that was really cool. That must have been like a really cool opportunity. Yeah, you have it right there.
We're both on the same page. So this is my page in the magazine, and then you're right here. So
That's
they
amazing.
put us together because we have similar messages. So that's cool.
Yeah, I think that's really cool. And you've definitely, like I said, I love your message, and I think that's really cool. So maybe we should like team up and do a project together.
I like that. I like that.
Yeah. Um, so you recently got DJ at the top. You got to DJ at the Kid Choice Awards, and got to be a Times Kid reporter. So that must have been really
Yeah,
cool.
it's cool. It's cool.
Yeah. So how will that help further your mission and the message that you're trying to spread?
Um, so so I'm really excited to have the opportunity to be Time Kid Reporter. I think that's a very, very like good platform because it's geared towards kids. I wrote my first story yet, but we're working on it. And I think it's a really cool opportunity to sort of spread this message further directly to the audience that we want to target. So I think that that's a pretty cool experience. In terms of the Kids Choice Awards, it was a really cool watch party. I really, really liked DJing there. The kids are really cool. It was just like really a really nice experience. So both were really nice. I'm really excited. I think I'm mostly excited for the Time Kid Reporter though.
Hmm. Yeah, I think that's really cool, and I think it's such a cool opportunity. So yeah, it's really cool. And I also noticed that we are both authors. I recently published my book about my Buddy Bench project, inspiring the world and how kids can make a difference, really recently. And you are also an author. Your book is called The Bully Stop. So when did you publish your book, and can you tell us a little bit about what it's about?
Yeah, sure. So my book, The Bully Stop, is right here. And hold on, I need to remind myself when this book came out. I want to say 2017. 2017, 2017. I want to say this book came out in 2017. It was like a really long time ago. I haven't realized how long ago that was. But yeah, the book came out in 2017. It's about the effects of bullying, how to stop bullying if it happens to you. And it's a children's book. So it has colorful pictures to really get kids sort of engaged about what bullying is. The idea of the book came from my song that I have about bullying. And I wanted to have sort of a learning tool in classrooms that kids can have access to. So that's really where the book came from. And it's also in English and it's in Spanish because I speak Spanish as well. I'm fluent in Spanish. So I like the idea of having it be able to connect to multiple different cultures and ethnicities. So yeah, there's the bully stuff.
I love that, and I definitely think that everyone should go check out DJ Annie Red's book. It's so cool, and I love it. Um, yeah, so a little bit more about what you do. I saw that you like to rap. I love Hamilton, and in Hamilton, there's a lot of raps.
I love Hamilton. No,
Love it.
I've watched Hamilton so much on Disney Plus. It's not.
Same. Yeah, I know, same. I was just listening to it today. Um, and I think Lin-Manuel Miranda is just a genius for it.
So
And
smart.
yeah, so I know that you play music at your events and you DJ and stuff. So what kind of music do you like, or do you have a few songs do you have like some go-to songs that you play at every event?
Yeah, so Actually, the second question is a really good question, but starting with the first one, usually, well, my favorite type of genre of music is hip hop. I love hip hop, but usually for events, I'll play hip hop. Mostly, well, not mostly, but I'll intertwine between hip hop and pop. I'll play both usually, and go-to songs. The one I think I can think of on the top of my head is Gasolina by Daddy Yankee. It gets everyone so like hyped. It doesn't matter whatever generation. Like everyone gets super excited to it. I can play it at the Brooklyn Nets Stadium. I can play it. I can play it anywhere, and mostly everyone will know it. So I think that's like probably like my go-to song.
I love that. I think that's really cool. And so I've done my kindness project since I was 8, so it was like over 4 years ago. And yeah, so through that time I've had to learn how to like balance school, friends, and all my extra stuff
Yeah.
along with my buddy bench. Yeah, and including these podcasts and all other events. So I'm still like learning to do that, and I can be a little bit overwhelmed sometimes. And I feel like a lot of people can relate to that. So for you, I know you do a lot. So something that I do to help keep me a little bit relaxed, I like to doodle or read, listen to Hamilton, watch Hamilton. So what are some things that maybe you do when you're super busy and you just want to like relax?
So, usually what I do is I try to well, what I try to do first of all is school comes first, like education comes first. So I try to look at my school schedule, like in terms of like when I DJ and like book stuff and all the like interviews, everything. I center that around school so that I won't get as stressed out, I guess, when I have to cram things. I think I've become like used to it where it's like my mom will like my mom is my manager. It's like my mom will just tell me like, oh, you have this today, or you have this today, like
Yeah.
the day it's happening,
Yeah.
and I might not even know. That kind of just like program my brain to sort of understand. Now, things I like to do in my free time, I'll show you right now. I like to build Legos. I have a Lego
I love
collection
that. That is so cool.
right over here. That's one of my favorite things to do. And then I like hanging out with my friends, playing video games, practicing DJing sometimes, and write rhymes, write rap songs, anything. I love scrolling on TikTok, YouTube, all social media platforms, just kind of just like relaxing. Usually, I do mostly everything.
I love that. Yeah, I think that's really amazing. And I can definitely relate to my mom being like the manager and telling me the day of.
Yeah,
I could definitely relate to that. But yeah, that's really cool. I know my younger sister loves building Legos. I think she's actually probably building them right now. But yeah. So is there anything else you want to say before we get on to the rapid fire round?
um, not much, but just kind of like messages to your supporters or your viewers to kind of just what I usually say with everything. Like in my H&M initiative, I said this, and I don't know, kind of like after I said it, it kind of became like my slogan. So I'm always gonna say, whatever passion you have, go for it. So anything you want to do, whether you want to do anti-bullying work like we do, kindness work like we do as well, DJ, rap, act, dance, whatever it is, whatever passion you have, go for it. Practice, follow your passion. Cause none of this stuff, like I've been DJing and doing this for 6 years. So more than half of my life I've been doing this. And up until like recently, I've been seeing like a lot of good results. So it's not gonna happen overnight. You gotta kind of just keep grinding, keep going for it. And yeah, then you'll see the process that you want.
I love that. I think that's amazing. And I definitely agree with that message as well. So if you're ready for the rapid fire round, then I am.
I'm excited. Let's go.
Okay. So I'll just ask you a few questions and you can answer with the first thing that comes to mind.
Okay.
All right.
I'm
Favorite color?
nervous. I'm nervous.
Nothing to be nervous about.
Okay.
Favorite color?
Red.
Favorite animal?
Snow leopard.
Favorite food? Favorite food?
Favorite food? I have a lot of favorite foods. French fries, mac and cheese, pizza. I'm rambling, but yeah, top
You
three.
love that. Yeah. If you could have lunch with anyone in the world, who would it be?
Honestly, we gotta keep it with our bestie, probably Trevor Noah. That's our bestie.
Mhm.
That's our bestie.
Yeah, yeah. Um, if would you rather be able to talk to animals or speak all languages?
Definitely speak our language. I'm definitely a language person.
Yeah. Um, what is your favorite song in Hamilton?
Room where it happened or one shot.
Nice. Yeah, I love those. Yes. I'm not throwing away my shot. I'm just looking
Yeah.
at a picture. Okay, I'm not gonna sing the whole thing. Okay. Yeah. So I think that's it for the rapid fire round. But
Ooh,
thank you so
okay.
much. Yeah. Where can people find you on social media to follow your amazing journey?
I'm on all social medias at DJ Annie Red, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, Facebook, all that. Twitter though, I don't know. Elon Musk just bought it. We're gonna see where that goes.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, thank you so much. And for
Thank
the last
you.
question, yeah. So for the last question to ask all my guests, what is something that makes you smile?
Ooh, I love this podcast. Something that makes me smile. I have a lot of things that make me smile. I'll give you like three. I think basketball. Oh, I forgot to mention I do basketball my free time. Basketball, favorite sport. Relax. Like I would say, kind of relaxing. Like when we get our free time, relaxing,
Hmm.
hanging out with friends, and relaxing, hanging out with friends, and shopping. Yeah, there we go.
Nice. Yeah, I love that. So again, thank you so much for being on here. As you can see, this has definitely made me smile.
This is fun.
Um,
This is fun.
yeah. Hopefully we can maybe team up and do a project together. That would be really cool.
Collab in the works. Stay tuned for the collab.
Yes. Um, and yeah, again, thank you. I'm so happy. I hope this made everyone listening smile.
Mhm.
And just remember that you don't just have to be an adult to make a difference. You could be a kid too. I hope you have a great day. Bye.